Hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your Monday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Welcome, everybody. Very happy to have you all here tonight. We're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. You are welcome to play with us, whether it is your millionth time playing or you're seeing this stream exists for the first time in your life. We hope you come on over. You can get your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Come on over to this here website. Once you get there, you're going to see we're looking for some basic sign-up information from you. This includes a team name, an email address, and then there's a little drop-down menu in which you can let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. Whether you're in the league or not, we welcome you to play with us here this evening. The league, what's that all about? Basically, we keep track of your scores every time you play. We are currently in season 49. I was going to say 49, then I was like, wait a minute, that feels wrong. That is it, though. Season 49. It's our 11th week of season 49, and we do have the King's Cup Tournament of Champions coming up in March. Next month. It's still February, everyone. Last night of it. And that'll be on Sunday the 20th is going to be our virtual The King's Cup Tournament of Champions. And we hope that you participate in it. You can see how your team is doing in this current season at nyctrivialeague.com/standings. Check it out. Hope things are going well for your team in season 49 of NYC Trivia League. Tonight, we are going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. The first 3 rounds of the game are question and answer rounds, and our 4th and final round is a picture round. For these question and answer rounds, each of them have 10 questions in them, and I'm going to be asking you the questions out loud. As I ask them, they are going to pop up on your virtual answer sheet. So that means you will be able to see the questions as I'm asking them. For a couple of them tonight, you'll see some multiple choice options to choose between. But for the vast majority of the questions, you're going to see a blank. And in that blank, it is your job to type or tap in the answer that you believe to be correct for that question. Then you're going to get a 20-second countdown timer. Make sure that you click the button that says Submit Answers before that timer expires to ensure that we receive your response for every single question tonight. Be careful. That button is tricky. You got to press it every single time. Okay. The final round, the picture round, it behaves a wee bit differently than rounds 1 through 3. So I will explain the specifics of round number 4 when we get to that point in the quiz. If you're just joining us, hello and welcome. Come on over, get your fully interactive virtual answer sheet at this here website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Fill out that sign up information, click that button that says join game. There are 34 teams playing tonight as of right this moment. So come on over, join the fun, compete against those 34 brilliant teams. Tonight, there are 2 rules for this game. As always, the first rule, the most important rule of trivia: there will be no cheating in this game. Please do not look the answers up. If it's anything that makes you feel like, is this cheating? Yes, it probably is. So just use your brains here this evening. No reference materials of any sort. It spoils the game for yourself and for everyone else who you're competing against this evening. So please play fairly. Rule number 2, we've got this wonderful chat here as part of our Twitch stream that we invite you to participate in. It is so much fun getting to talk with you all throughout the game, but I ask that you kindly do not give away the answers in the chat. That is it. Those are our only rules for this game. Last call to get those virtual answer sheets for tonight's quiz. Come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Fill out that sign up information, click that join game button. We're doing it. let's dive into our first round this evening. Good luck, teams. Round one on this February 28th, 2022 is in the category of spare change. Spare change is our first topic. In this round, you are going to have questions that relate to the words penny, nickel, quarter, and dime. Let's do it. Question one. With atomic number 28, what is the symbol for nickel on the periodic table of elements? Nickel, atomic number 28, has the symbol Ni. Ni is your correct answer for round one, question one. Hope you're off to a good start with that one. 80% of you coming in with a correct answer. I'll say that's a very good start. Question number two, Penny Hearts is the name of Casey Wilson's character on what ABC sitcom that ran for 3 seasons? Casey Wilson played the character Penny Hearts on the short-lived and much-beloved sitcom Happy Endings is your correct answer for number two. Question number three, finishing the regular season with a 15-1 record, what Carolina Panthers quarterback was named NFL MVP in the 2015 season and led his team to Super Bowl 50? Name that quarterback. That Carolina Panthers quarterback is Cam Newton. Your correct answer for number three, Newton. Question number four, what author of The Underground Railroad and The Nickel Boys is the only living author to have received 2 Pulitzer Prizes for fiction? Author of The Underground Railroad and The Nickel Boys, the only living author to have 2 Pulitzer Prizes in fiction. Your answer is Colson Whitehead. Whitehead, your correct answer for number 4. On to question number 5, our first multiple choice question of the night. A 5 and dime is another name for a variety store, a modern example of which is the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree announced in November 2021 that their items that have historically been priced at $1 will soon cost how much money due to inflation? The Dollar Tree is $1 no more. Those items that were priced at $1 are now priced at $1.25 is your correct answer. The $1.25 tree. 76% of you coming in with a correct response for question number 5. On to our 6th question of the game. Though Chad Kroeger never made it as a wise man, his band Nickelback did make it to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in 2001 with what song? How could we do a spare change round without Nickelback being part of the round? This song, Never Made It as a Wise Man, was your clue there. Lyrics to the song, How You Remind Me. Nickelback's only number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. They have a lot of hits, though. They do, whether you like to hear it or not. I like to hear it. Question 7. Kaylee Cuoco played the character Penny on The Big Bang Theory, who married which of her neighbors across the hall during season 9? Who did Penny marry?
Don't be shy, look alive. No eyes above, see enough to be surprised. Blue the sky, miles wide. Wait to sun, cracked by the sun. No word of lie, I'm straight to spun. And it's too hard to find.
On season 9 of The Big Bang Theory, I've never watched a full episode, but it's a very long-running and popular show, and Penny married Leonard. Leonard is your answer, as portrayed by Johnny Galecki. Leonard. On to our 8th question in round number 1. The first cable channel for children, Nickelodeon, was launched in what decade? Name that decade.
Don't be shy, look alive. Romantic lovers, hand in glove with wandering eyes. I can't take you on a plane, and I can't call you home again. It's right after dark, and I was drunk from the start. Maybe it's not hard to find the empty space for two to hide. Girl, we'll take you and we'll show you all. Rebel that goes. 2 months to run, 2 weeks to go. Hearts running free. They will dream. I stay to see you turning clean.
Nickelodeon, the first cable channel specifically for kids, launched in the 1970s. The 70s is your correct answer, specifically 1979. It actually launched under a different name in 1977. It was called Cube with a Q initially, but the 70s is your correct answer. I would have guessed the 80s, which I'm guessing a lot of you did as well. On to our 9th question in round 1. Quarterback Daniel Jones, who has the nickname Danny Dimes, plays for what NFL team? Some questions coming in about that Nickelodeon question. Zane Ullman thinking it was called Pinwheel. I don't know that name. I'm sure Peter can look into Pinwheel as a name for Nickelodeon. But, possible, very possible. And Rosemary, I didn't know there was cable in the 70s. Must have been some very early cable. 1977 is what we learned. All right, your correct answer here, Danny Dimes, the quarterback for the New York Giants. Your correct answer for number 9. On to our final question of round number 1. Having worked together on the 2010's Planet of the Apes series, director Matt Reeves of 2022's The Batman cast what actor to play Alfred Pennyworth? That's really interesting trivia, man. I did not know HBO had been around that long. 50 years. Your correct answer for number 10. They worked together on 2 of those most recent Planet of the Apes movies. Playing Alfred Pennyworth, it's Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis, Gollum, Caesar himself, now Alfred Pennyworth. Okay, that wraps up our first category this evening. Hope it went well for you all. Let's check in with the scores. A bunch of you are currently tied in third with 9 points. We have SBG alone, New Pope, We Drink and We Know Things 12 and 69, Quit Your Whining, We Might Know Stuff, Boys Who Read, and the Helsinki Syndrome. And tied for first place with perfect scores thus far, 10 for 10. Pieced it together, and Goo Goo Muck Muck. Well done. Okay, our second round coming at you momentarily. First, we do private events with NYC Trivia League, and we would love to work with you. You can reach out to me. I am our private events coordinator. There is my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. Shoot me an email, and we will work to put together the perfect event for you, whether it's for a personal gathering or an office happy hour. We would love to be a part of it. We are here to customize the content specifically to your interests. March is Women's History Month, so maybe you're looking for a way to celebrate in your office, or maybe you have a birthday coming up or you know someone who's looking for something special to do for a baby shower or bar mitzvah, whatever you have in mind. Let's get the conversation going. There's my email, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. Our second category tonight, we are talking all about terminology of today. Terminology of today. Let's do it. Round 2, question number 1. This word is on Merriam-Webster's watch list as a word that is increased in usage but is not yet being added to the dictionary. It means to spend an excessive amount of time absorbing negative news. An excessive amount of screen time absorbing negative news. What's that word? This word on Merriam-Webster's watch list, that means to spend an excessive amount of screen time absorbing negative news, is doom scrolling. If you put doom surfing, that is another word that means the same thing. So both of those would get you a point. Doom scrolling. Our second question of round 2. It may be TMI to you to learn that this word, meaning a person who reveals an inappropriate amount of detail about his or her personal life, was added to the Oxford English Dictionary in 2020. A person who reveals an inappropriate amount about his or her personal life is an oversharer. Is that word added to the OED? Oversharer, your correct answer. Question number 3, dubbed the most useful new word of 2016 by the American Dialect Society, was this term that actually came about in 1944 as the title of a movie about a husband who uses trickery to convince his wife that she is unwell so that he can steal from her. What is that word? I have an answer for you all for question number 3. That 1944 movie title that inspired this new word is called gaslight. Gaslight, your correct answer for number 3. Don't worry, Rosemary, there is at least one multiple choice question in this round. On to our 4th question in round number 2. What does the common internet abbreviation IYKYK stand for? Happy to hear that John is enjoying the musical stylings, even if John is a creep. Or are you saying that Peter is a creep? Peter's not a creep. Also, Alexis Nicole, so happy you got one here for number 4. Your correct answer is, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Number 4's answer. Question 5. Multiple choice, Rosemary. Here it comes. Astrophobia is a new word added to the OED in 2021, and it means the fear of which of the following things? Andy, I'm glad to hear that your wife misses Peter as the host of the virtual game. And as Peter said, it is true. I also miss him as the host of this game. I really loved sharing hosting duties here. But at this point, we're in a groove where we're used to what we do and we don't want to break it. So here I am, but we all know he's here running things behind the scenes. Your correct answer here, astrophobia, the fear of thunder and lightning, is your correct answer for number 5. Question number 6. This mathematical word has gained popularity as a verb on Twitter, meaning a poorly received tweet that got more replies than likes or retweets. What is that mathematical word? This mathematical word that's gained popularity on Twitter, meaning a poorly received tweet that got more replies than likes or retweets. It is ratioed, or ratio would get you the point there. Ratioed. It is true. Poor Dante is terribly astrophobic. I was as a child. Yeah, for sure. Still, it can get you sometimes. A really loud thunderclap, not into it. Okay, your next question, number 7. There is no drought of definitions for what word, as Merriam-Webster's dictionary added this new meaning in 2021: having a strong desire for attention, particularly on social media. Name that word. Having a strong desire for attention, particularly on social media. That person could be called thirsty. Thirsty, your correct answer for number 7. On to our 8th question of this round. Fill in the blank. The Dunning-Blank effect is a psychological phenomenon in which novices tend to overestimate their abilities. Fill in that blank. A psychological phenomenon in which novices overestimate their abilities. It is called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Kruger, your correct answer for number 8. Question number 9. The OED credits Bill Murray's ad-lib of the line, "All right, this chick is toast," in what movie, as the first use of the word toast as meaning a person or thing that is defunct, dead, or finished? Name that movie. I see in the chat Sketch pointing out that we spelled Merriam-Webster incorrectly. Merriam-Webster is a person. Merriam-Webster is the dictionary. So thank you for keeping us honest over here. No, not intentional by any means, but now we know. Your correct answer for number 9 is Ghostbusters is the origin of toast used in that manner. Okay. Our final question of round number 2. This word comes from a brand name of a sporty playing surface that was invented in 1965 and today has taken on the additional definition as a campaign made to artificially look like it was started by members of the community.
Once that you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found some.
That sporty playing surface that has also come to mean a campaign that artificially looks like it was a grassroots campaign. It's astroturfing or astroturf, your correct answer for number 10. Okay, that wraps up this category. Hope you had some fun with it. If you didn't know some of them, maybe you have something new to add to your knowledge bank. And now I know how to spell Merriam-Webster correctly. So I learned something. Let's check out your scores 2 rounds into the quiz. We've got a tie for fourth place with 17 points each between Screen Actors Gravy Awards, Little Lord Fauntleroy, Not You Guillermo, The Rubber Yolks, SBG Alone, We Drink and We Know Things 12 and 69, We Might Know Stuff, The Blue Shells, The Helsinki Syndrome, and Why I Oughta. In third place right now with 18 points, New Pope. And continuing to be tied for that top spot with perfect scores still 2 rounds in, 20 for 20, we have Pieced It Together and Goo Goo Muck Muck. Let's get into our third round this evening. At the bottom of your answer sheets tonight, if you scroll down underneath all of the names of the teams, you will find these tipping widgets right here. Please click on one of them. You could do it now. It'll open up another tab in your web browser. Consider a donation, be it a small donation like $5 or a large donation. There's no limit to how much you could give us if you are feeling super generous. We've got that Venmo account. We also have a credit card link available if you don't have a Venmo account. This game is only here due to the generosity of our teams over the last 2 years. And if you haven't donated ever or in a while, now is a great opportunity to do so, to show us that you want this game to continue. We really want this to keep going if possible, but the only way that it makes sense is if the tips continue to come in. So please donate tonight if you're able. Thank you so much for being here. You could also use the Venmo app, and right there, that is our handle on Venmo at Play NYC. Your contributions, they pay our writing staff, our hosting staff, and as I said, they keep the game going. So help us out tonight. Thank you so much. Round number 3, it is in the category of Little Drummer Boys and Girls. Question number 1 in our Little Drummer Boys and Girls round. Frank Edwin Wright III is the real name of Trey Cool, who has been the drummer for what band since 1990? Since 1990, the drummer known as Trey Cool has been working with Green Day. Your correct answer, Green Day. Question number 2, drummer Sheila E. has released 8 studio albums, 2 of which were recorded under what record label founded by Prince in 1985? It is also the name of Prince's recording complex. Name that record label. That record label founded by Prince in 1985, also the name of Prince's recording complex. If you put Paisley Park, you got that point for number 2. On to our third question of this round. Please name one of the 2 animals who kept time for the little drummer boy in the Christmas song, The Little Drummer Boy. One of the 2 animals. Those animals keeping time for the little drummer boy were the ox and the lamb. Either one would get you a point for number 3. Our fourth question in this round, based on a novel by John le Carré, the BBC series The Little Drummer Girl starred what actress in the central role? This actress was nominated for an Academy Award for playing Amy March in Little Women. Name that actress.
Rearrange my thoughts and you explain just why I'm only here to claim. I gotta make you famous. You're the star and roll inside my mind. Never call it. I could only find your perfect.
The Little Drummer Girl was a fairly recent BBC series, and the version of Little Women that we are referring to is the one that starred Florence Pugh in that role of Amy March. Florence Pugh, your correct answer. Number 5, Bernard Purdie is famous for his signature beat, the Purdie Shuffle, which can be heard on the song Home at Last off the album Aja by what band? The Purdie Shuffle featured on the song Home at Last by the band Steely Dan is your correct answer for number 5. On to our sixth question in this round. Drummer Travis Barker is a producer for and has collaborated as a writer with what pop punk queen on her 2022 album Love Sucks, featuring the singles Bite Me and Love It When You Hate Me? Zane Ullman getting wrecked by this round. Sorry to hear that. I hope others of you out there are feeling more confident in your drummers round. This one I helped you out with via a hint on Instagram. Your correct answer is Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne, that pop punk queen. She has got a new album. It's supposed to be good. I have not heard it yet. Check me out on Instagram at Trivia Meredith to get a hint every single time you play. Our next quiz is coming up on Wednesday at 8:15 at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Follow me to get that sweet, sweet hint, and I'll help you out next time. Question number 7. Prior to Ringo Starr, who was the drummer for the Beatles in the years immediately preceding their rise to rock stardom? Your correct answer for number 7, that drummer for the Beatles before Ringo Starr, was Pete Best. Pete Best. On to our 8th question of this round. After number 10, we've got one more round to go, the picture round tonight. Here's number 8. Drummer Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers looks incredibly similar to this actor who played drums in the movie Step Brothers. And when they met, the actor told him, "You're a very handsome man." The two would meet years later and have a drum battle on The Tonight Show. Name that actor.
Take me with you, 'cause even by yourself, my love.
Your correct answer. This actor who looks similar to Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers is Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell, your correct answer for number 8. When they were on The Tonight Show, they wore the exact same thing. I recommend looking up that photo. It's very funny. Our 9th question in this round, Maureen Mo Tucker was the drummer for what 1960s New York City rock band managed by Andy Warhol with songs like Pale Blue Eyes and Sunday Morning? Name that band. Maureen Mo Tucker, the drummer for The Velvet Underground, is your correct answer for number 9. And on to our final question of round number 3. Stevie Wonder can be seen playing the drums at a music festival in the documentary Summer of Soul, directed by this person who is also a drummer.
What you don't know now, the day you learn. And going up is a heavy wave to turn. A heavy wave to turn. Take me with you. 'Cause even on your own, you are not alone. Take me with you. 'Cause even by yourself.
Heard this is an excellent documentary, Summer of Soul. It is directed by Questlove, is your correct answer for number 10. That wraps up round number 3. One more round to go this evening. Here is where our top few teams stand going into the final round. In a tie for 7th with 26 points, we have the Rubber Yolks, Marvel Cinematic Potatoverse, and the Blue Shells. In a tie for 3rd with 27 points, Little Lord Fauntleroy, We Drink and We Know Things 12 and 69, and the Helsinki Syndrome. In 2nd place with 29 points, Pieced It Together. And the only team to hold on to a perfect score 3 rounds in, 30 for 30, is Goo Goo Muck Muck. Well done, Goo Goo Muck Muck. Let's see if you can keep your streak up in this final category tonight. Our picture round, we are talking all about Tom Hanks movies. Tom Hanks movies. I know Trivia Man is out there tonight. If anyone had the opportunity to play his Thanksgiving quiz for the movie quiz, it was all about T. Hanks giving. So, that would help you out here this evening. I bet, Chris, you're going to get 10 for 10. I'm saying it right now, calling it. Okay, so in this round, you're going to see 10 images of movies that star Tom Hanks. It is your job to name the movie being depicted. I will display the images next to me on the Twitch stream. They also are embedded directly on your virtual answer sheet. Let's do it, everybody. 10 images, and then we'll do a tiebreaker question. Here's number 1. Name this Tom Hanks movie. Your correct answer for image number 1. This here is a beautiful day in the neighborhood where Tom Hanks played Fred Rogers, aka Mr. Rogers. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. On to our second image in this round. Name this Tom Hanks movie. I know that first one, a lot of you were probably like, ooh, so close to it. But the correct phrasing, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, was your answer. We've got Tom Hanks and Halle Berry in the movie Cloud Atlas is your answer for number 2. On to our third image of this round. Name this Tom Hanks movie.
Down the dark sits a man on a rock with his hands in the air. Hear him sway.
Tom Hanks won an Oscar for his performance in this movie. It is Philadelphia, your correct answer for number 3. On to our fourth image in this round. Name this Tom Hanks movie.
Out with my cars, get lost in the crowd. See a girl in her heels, raise a glass to the ceiling. When I get older, I'm gonna be there.
This early motion capture stuff I find really creepy. I've never seen this movie, nor have I seen A Christmas Carol. It's Robert Zemeckis's The Polar Express is your correct answer for number 4. I just find the uncanny valleyness of the whole thing a little off-putting. Like, let's wait for it to get a little less gummy, then I'll tune in. Our fifth image in this round. Name this movie. We've got Tom Hanks as Walt Disney and Emma Thompson there as P.L. Travers. The movie is Saving Mr. Banks. Your correct answer for number 5. Image number 6. Name this movie. Got Eugene Levy, Daryl Hannah, Tom Hanks, John Candy. The movie is Splash. Splash, your correct answer for number 6. On to our 7th image of this round. Name this Tom Hanks movie. Some excellent hair in this movie on Tom Hanks and an amazing mustache on J.K. Simmons there in the background. This movie is called The Lady Killers, is your correct answer for number 7. 3 more to go, then we've got that tiebreaker. Here is image number 8. Name this Tom Hanks movie. I've not seen this movie. I'm trying to figure out who's who in this image. We've got Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep next to him. Over Tom Hanks's right shoulder, I think that's Tracy Letts. In the background, Bradley Whitford. In the foreground, I don't know who that is, but it was making me chuckle because I think it looks like Bobby Moynihan from SNL. I don't think it is, but I wish it were. Your correct answer here. This is the Steven Spielberg movie. The Post is your correct answer. Image number 9. Name this Tom Hanks movie. I'm in agreement, Trivia Man. I love this movie. I watched it so many times. It's been a while. I'd like to watch it again. Your correct answer here. I believe the first movie on the Playtone production company created by Tom Hanks. It is That Thing You Do. That Thing You Do. He directed the movie as well. Our final image of this round, then we've got a tiebreaker question. As usual, the tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal in placing your response is to guess as closely as possible to the correct number, meaning you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever's closest to will break that tie. Here is our 10th image of the round. Name this Tom Hanks movie. I agree completely. The music in that thing you do is part of what makes it so good. And Alexis Nicole, do not worry. There will be a Legally Blonded moment at least once a week. So it didn't happen tonight, which means it's going to happen on Wednesday. So hope you all tune in for our Wednesday quiz. Same place, slightly different time. You can find us here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8:15 on Wednesday. To play a whole quiz and to get legally blonded at some point. Your correct answer for number 10, this is the Green Mile. Dante, hello. The Green Mile came up in last Wednesday's quiz. And in fact, if you were paying close attention to the manner in which it came up, it may help you out with this tiebreaker question this evening. Here's your question. Give us your best guess. In what year was the Stephen King novel The Green Mile first published? You stink so much. Brush your teeth. The Stephen King novel, The Green Mile, was first published in the year 1996 is your correct answer for the tiebreaker tonight. One of those tiebreakers where it's very possible that someone got it spot on. We will review your responses, and if you're part of a tie and you ended up in the top 15 or so teams this evening, we will post your results on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League as soon as we are able. So keep an eye on that to see what ended up happening tonight. 96 was your answer. Hey, thank you all so much for playing with us tonight. It has been a true pleasure being your host this evening. Reminder, if you are able to, please donate. We've got those donation links at the bottom of the page. We're on Venmo at PlayNYC, or you can click on that credit card link. Every little bit helps, so please chip in this evening. Do your part to keep this virtual show going. We love doing it. We hope you love playing it. We'll be back on Wednesday for our next quiz at 8:15 Eastern Time at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Let's check out our scores for our top few teams. We ended up with 45 teams here this evening, finishing in 18th place with 30 points. Congratulations to the question marks, tied in 16th place with 31 points each. We have Not You, Guillermo, and New Pope. In 14th place with 32 points each, we have What a Carnation and Why I Oughta. In a tie for 12th with 33, McClunky and J&J. Finishing in a tie for 10th tonight with 34 points, we have Screen Actors Gravy Awards and Doug Darby. In a three-way tie for 7th with 35 points, the Rubber Yolks, We Drink and We Know Things 12, and We Drink and We Know Things 69. Finishing in a three-way tie for 4th tonight with 36 points each, Little Lord Fuckleroy, Marvel Cinematic Potato Verse, and the Blue Shells. Our third place team this evening with 37 points, the Helsinki Syndrome, finishing in second with 38 points, Pieced It Together, and with a perfect score tonight, 40 out of 40 points. Congratulations go to Goo Goo Muck Muck, our winners this evening. Congrats, Goo Goo Muck Muck. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. I've been Meredith from NYC Trivia League. Thank you, Peter, for keeping things running behind the scenes nice and smoothly tonight. Hope you all had a great time playing. Thank you, Cullen, for making all of this possible. And thank you to Murr for creating this software that you're playing on. Most of all, thank you, teams, for being a part of this game this evening and many other evenings, I presume. We'll be back next month, March, Wednesday, 8:15. Until then, be safe out there, everybody. Hope you're doing well. And enjoy your Tuesday. See you real soon.